am proud of this report. It is thorough, bulletproof. It shows that no president is above the law.
This show asked that question. If you are the president of the United States, what is private? What are you allowed to keep for yourself?
I'm sort of two minds about it. On the one hand, it's none of my business. However, I think it communicates a sense of who that person is, that they would be willing to do that when so much is at stake.
Hey, Monica, so great to see you.
Now the culture is saying that was really fucked up, and we need to take a second look at someone's private life.
He's saying I had an affair with an intern, and then I asked her to commit perjury.
Especially if they're breaking laws and commonly held ethics and morals.
Do the laws apply to our head of state, or is he an infallible sovereign?
One of the reasons we're talking about this today is because it had moral bankruptness at the highest level.
Did Monica Lewinsky perform oral sex on you?
I am not going to answer that question.
The question of were the Republicans actually scandalized about Bill Clinton having an adulterous affair, or were the Republicans out for power? Of course, it was about power.
Must be how the Democrats felt before they sacked Nixon, right?
They masked what they really wanted under the guise of moral outrage.
They said we were on a partisan witch hunt, but we found real wrongdoing.
It was a political way to be divisive.
Congressional leadership decided to put it on the internet.
Here we go.
They got so invested in taking down the president that they ended up authoring a report that became notorious.
Kavanaugh, you put him wanting to go down on her, but she stops him? So you're doing grounds for impeachment. Paul and I are doing the full narrative.
Instead of focusing on whether or not Bill Clinton perjured himself,
this is a real report to U.S. Congress.
They focused on the sex.
Oh my God, Mom, you have to tell Dad not to read this.
There's a level of detail in that report that is shocking.
The word impeachment appears 15 times, breast 62 times, cigar 23 times.
But you can't say you have moral outrage and then make fun of Monica Lewinsky in the same breath.
What were they doing?
I don't know, but it is spectacular.
The conservative factions in our country have always used moral outrage as an engine for policies.
William Jefferson Clinton has been impeached by the House of Representatives.
I don't think anybody comes out of this story having demonstrated great character more than Monica has.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
She makes a mistake, but she owns it.
No one asked me to lie. Not the president, not anyone.
Her courage.
I made that decision.
Is something that you don't see very much of from anybody else in the story.
It feels like society is now ready to look back on those stories and really take in the pain and suffering that we as a society inflicted on different women. And I think Monica is the #1 example of that.
Did you ever think about what would happen to Monica when all this came out?
The moral outrage during this time was performative.
Man, I can't wait to that deposition. Please go into excruciating detail.
It was partisanship.
What more can we do?
We can turn up the heat.
It was tribalism.
It's the dawn of a new conservative era.
And Monica Lewinsky was just this victim caught in the middle of it.
Monica, they set you in a trap.